Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Modern Acts blog podcast titled Random Structured Conversation. My name is Lance, and I have with me a good friend of mine. His name is Bo. Say hello, Bo.
Hello, Bo. You
Oh,
can already see where this conversation is going to be going.
yeah, now I know. Oh man, oh jeez. I was already thinking this is gonna be a very serious podcast, and then you had to do.
And you invite me to be on it? Blood.
And you're my first guest. Oh, happy times. So, but anyway, dude. Like as we were speaking before, like, what were you up to today, mate?
Well, today I spent most of the day on the Xbox with my nephews.
Oh,
Don't tell
cool.
my sister that. And then, in the evening, my wife and I, we're on this get healthy thing because I'm kind of training to run a 10K in September.
Yep.
But I've been having issues with my ankle and my leg, so I've just been working out.
Yeah.
So I'm building up strength, but stamina, oh dear. Yeah.
You're getting there.
Yeah. I'll keep you posted.
Right. Cool. Yeah, we both have that kind of ankle problem, don't we?
Yeah.
It's okay. I was gonna say something. I was just like, yeah, no, I forgot what kind of podcast you're doing. So it's just like,
Stay on the structures. Random on the structures.
well, it is random. So,
There we go.
but anyway, yeah. Well, as for myself, I've been removing wallpaper, dude. Oh goodness.
As he do. This is just what Lance does for fun. It's not. He wasn't hiding anything. It's just what he does.
That's true, man. But yeah, so I've been removing wallpaper only to discover that the person who was living here before put wallpaper on top of wallpaper, dude.
What is it with England and the UK? I don't know if it's exclusively to the UK, but this is the only place I've experienced that. Because my sister was doing that with her place. As she was removing the wallpaper, she discovered the exact same thing, and someone else I know
Yeah.
discovered that. But not only that, they were ripping up carpets, and the previous tenants had cats.
Oh.
So what they did was, when the carpet was covered with too much poop or whatever, instead of cleaning the carpet, they just put more carpet on it. So it was basically a carpet and cat crap lasagna.
Oh,
It was like
jeez.
4 layers.
Oh, you joking, right?
Yeah, I wish I was.
Oh, but I can imagine when you're walking out of the apartment, it's like a step down.
Yeah. Literally. No, except this was a house, and it's a pretty big house, and there was carpet throughout the whole place, so it was like that everywhere.
Oh, jeez, man. I don't know. Do you know what? I want to, I did my mom's bedroom because she was like, no, I don't want wallpaper. I want it to be painted. So I was just like, cool. It's not going to take me a long time. But, dude, it took me all day. I mean,
Man.
yeah, all day. And now my bedroom is wallpapered as well. And I'm just like, no, no.
Like, no, I'm fine. I like wallpaper.
Nah,
I
yeah.
like the way it looks right now. I'm not going to
Dude,
paint anything.
do you know the crazy thing is the wallpaper never looked this good before.
Funny that.
Yeah, but and the other thing I've been doing was watching Humans. Have you been watching that?
Yeah, I just watched episode, I want to say 5. How far into it are you?
I think I'm on 5 as well. Have you reached whereby they're trying to get into Anita's brain?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Spoilers,
my.
everybody. Spoilers. For those who haven't
Oh,
watched it.
well, they're trying to. I never said they did go into.
Wow, man. Well, when they meet Anita, they're going to know that's going to happen.
Well, but hey, dude, it happens. Okay, I'm not gonna say how many times.
You see? Spoilers.
Sorry, guys, spoilers. But yeah, it for me. It's starting to get extremely creepy. As in
Yeah.
as in uncanny valley kind of creepy. That's what I mean. Is like
Yeah.
like you don't know who's who's an actual what are they called? Synths.
Synth.
And the people are actually humans. They actually managed to blur the lines. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, help me.
It's like I don't wanna.
Nah, but I will finish it though.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. It's compelling because just like the contrast between the synths wanting to that have feelings, wanting to become human, and how you have the complete opposite of people saying, "Oh, we're giving our lives over to the synths," yada yada yada. Both arguments have valid points, but the only reason that they're arguing is because there hasn't actually been a consensus. No one's actually sat down and had this conversation.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
If the people of on the Human Revolution Front or whatever they're called, what are they called? We Are People. Well,
yeah.
If those representatives sat down with these synths, then they would realize that the synths aren't trying to take over their jobs. And then that blonde psycho synth, that chick, she is going to cause problems for all the synths.
Which one?
The blonde one, the one that's people.
That one. Yeah, that one's gonna. Yeah, she's gonna cause issues. Yeah, I can see her. Obviously, she is. I don't know. She's like a misunderstood liberator, sort of. She's like the Magneto, basically.
Yeah.
She's like the
very true. Yeah.
And speaking of, yes, segue, son.
Oh yeah, our first official segue.
Yeah, but and it was professionally done as well. You didn't see that one coming, did you?
Nice. I like the way you did that.
But anyway, as we'll just mentioned Magneto, today we're gonna be talking about superheroes in both I included comics and TV.
Right.
Because I realized that if I talk about superheroes, I'm not just talking comics. They came from comics going on to TV. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's just throw movies as well.
Yeah. I was gonna say because that's gonna be difficult to steer around.
Yeah, let's just throw everything in. Anything to do with superheroes, we'll throw it in there. So at the moment, we are superheroes are as popular as we can be. They've crossed over to the mainstream. Everybody knows about superheroes. At least someone who doesn't watch comic books has watched a superhero movie. And that's how big they've become now.
So I loved comic books before they were mainstream.
Oh, we've got a hipster right here.
That's right. I'm a comic book hipster and what?
Nah, dude, no problem with that. And I'm gonna use your comic book knowledge to the T today.
Awesome.
All right. So anyway, without further ado, let us begin. So what was it? Oh yeah, in May, Relevant Magazine did a definitive ranking of Christian superheroes. Okay, so yeah, I thought it would be it sounds like an oxymoron, but yeah, they do actually exist, Christian superheroes.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so the writer listed 10 of them. So do you wanna hear all of them?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so here is the 10. So first of all, we've got Bibleman. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just like, okay.
Yeah, we'll get into Bibleman, all right.
Yeah, we'll definitely will. So, and then we've got the Illuminator. We've got we've got Bible Girl, who's actually Bibleman's sidekick.
Yeah. So wait, is a sidekick also considered a superhero?
Well, I guess this is like Batgirl, I guess.
I guess.
I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah,
very. Yeah, I guess, because Robin becomes the leader of the Teen Titans, and that's a superhero team, even though it's made up of sidekicks. Okay, yeah. Okay, Bible Girl.
Oh, you were going all... Okay, I thought... sorry, I missed it. You were going all nerd on me, so I didn't...
Hey, I'm likely to nerd out at any given moment.
Alright, no worries, dude. So, the next one, Captain Salvation.
Captain Salvation.
Yeah, not the most
Okay.
imaginative names, huh?
No, well, it's slightly less on the nose than Bible. Yeah.
At least he tried.
Huh?
At least he tried.
Yeah, I guess.
And the
What's
next
his name? The Salvatron? What?
What's
That's completely.
Salvation. So, and then the next one, dude, they're not even trying anymore. Mr. Christian.
Wow. I wonder what he believes in.
Well, apparently, yeah, I'm just trying to read his synopsis. Yeah, so it's like he had cool powers bestowed on him by an angel.
Okay.
So he's got super strength. He got beams of light that blast from his hands.
Cool.
A staff that has unlimited uses of power.
What?
He's got a staff that has.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. It can basically do anything.
Right.
And somewhat oddly, the ability to fly at moderate speeds.
So he can just shoot stuff out of his hands that make him literally do anything, but he can only fly at moderate speed.
Dude, he's keeping the law, mate.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't want a Christian to be breaking the laws now, don't we?
Well, yeah, I guess not. Even though being a vigilante is already breaking the law. But anyway, we'll move on.
Moving on. Oh yeah, we've got Daredevil.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we got Daredevil. We've got Armor Bearer.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's only on the nose if you are fluent in Christianese. But continue.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because armor bearer could be anything, which is cool.
And do you want to know what he's actually, listen to this. He has supernatural access to a vast array of swords, shields, and body armor.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically he's like
Okay.
he's like a Christian Tony Stark because yeah.
No, he's like a Christian Urza. Have you ever watched Fairy Tale anime? Man, it was so geeky.
Which one is this?
There's an anime called Fairy Tale, which is pretty good. I only watched. Well, I say pretty good. It's one of those guilty pleasure ones because literally every episode and every story arc the same thing happens all the time.
Right.
Just different enemies. Literally, it starts off with the main character is what's his name? Damn, Natsu. He's a flame. It's about wizards and stuff, and he's a flame wizard, and he's a badass, untapped potential, but undisciplined, the usual kind of guy.
Oh yeah.
And he always gets pushed to his limit, and then his friends get in trouble, and then the power of friendship makes him go even further and do amazing things. Yeah, literally every episode and every fight he goes through, that's what happens. He starts off on the back foot. He sees his friends in trouble. He pushes past his known limits, and people like, wow, yeah. Anyway, I said all that to say this. There's a character named Urza. She's also one of the most powerful wizards, and she does something called re-equip magic.
Right.
And she can pull swords out of different dimensions and stuff like that. A vast array of swords.
Oh, right.
Shields and body armor. It'll be interesting to see who came out first and who stole whose idea.
That's true. But anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
We've got Captain America.
Yeah.
Oh, should I say America, not America? I'm so used
Captain
to
America. Yeah.
Yeah, well, apparently is Catholic, is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, Catholic by
Daredevil,
name
actually.
or Catholic actually practicing Catholic?
I think leaning. Whereas Daredevil is probably more practicing, but I would say he's also leaning because he doesn't. Yeah, I would say Daredevil is practicing, whereas Cap is leaning. He's off that.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, moving on. Then we've got the Archangels.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, these
I'm
dudes.
gonna pull that up actually.
Yeah, actually, check it out. Well, the dudes look awesome though. They they got awesome hair though, so which is good.
Because you can't be a good hero if you don't have good hair.
Yeah, and one
How
of
are
them.
any bald superheroes? I can't think of one.
Bold superheroes.
Oh, Luke Cage, but he's black.
Okay,
So,
yeah, that's true.
So he can be bold.
Ooh,
That's
that
really
is
weird because I'm thinking, oh wait, okay, Professor X. I'm corrected.
well, but he wasn't. Well, actually, he wasn't. Well, it wasn't by choice that he's bold, is it?
Yeah, it depends on which continuity you read. I don't know.
Ah,
Actually, no, I think his hair falls out and all that. Yo, Archangels look sick.
did you see that?
That is pretty awesome. Bonus, they all have fantastic hair. Loving it.
And then one has got like a massive sword, anime proportions kind of.
Yep, love that too.
And yeah, and the other one sort of like he's got something coming out of his hand like a fireball sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these ones
That's
look
pretty cool.
well, besides the name that gave it away, I'm guessing these guys are angels of some sort. So
Yeah.
but yeah, it looks like a pretty awesome thing, and I'll be looking forward to look for that one. And then last but not least, there's this guy. It's called a Faith
So
Walker.
this is number one.
Yes, number one. It's Faith
Okay.
Walker. So here's
Faith who?
Faith Walker.
Okay.
Yeah. So it says like Faith Walker has a cool name and also bow staff, and
One of my favorite weapons.
okay, moving on.
It is. Oh. Okay. I just got okay. No, it's not because my name is Bo. I like the Bo stuff before people started calling me Bo. So
Oh yeah, okay.
let's get that out there.
Okay. Anyway,
Okay.
so this is to sum it up. He's a street preacher, law enforcer, urban hero.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's a good description. But the title, I like the title of this one. It's called The Sin Assassins, mate.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it looks,
Interesting.
I know, very interesting. So he's been put on to number one, and hopefully in the near future we can do like a proper review of these guys and really talk in depth about these
Yeah.
ones. But as for today, we've got one particular one we want to talk about today.
Yeah.
And it's the most amazing episode I've watched.
Oh man.
And this is Bibleman.
Bibleman.
Yes, Bibleman. Have you ever heard of Bibleman before this?
I didn't hear about Bibleman until you mentioned him when you were doing your research for stuff.
Serious.
Yeah, never heard of him in my entire life.
Me, until like actually I saw this article, I've never heard of this dude.
Right.
Yeah, I've
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's when I first heard of him when you sent me the link to the article.
Oh, right. Yeah. So before then, I did not even I didn't even know this dude. I didn't know even he even existed. I didn't even know that Christian superheroes existed. So
Fair point.
yeah. So yeah. You managed to catch half an episode, didn't you?
Yeah. See, what happened was I was planning to watch at least 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Because I would have more to talk about.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. And I started watching, because, okay, the only place I could find them, and I think it's the same with you, was on YouTube.
Yeah.
And the person who put up the episodes split them in 2.
Ah, right.
So after I watched the first half, I was just like, I think I see where all of this is going. Yeah, I'm gonna stop now.
Yeah. So, well, that's the thing is like obviously Bibleman. It was that series that part of that episode that we watched. So, like from the intro, what do you think Bibleman is from watching the introduction? Because you tell me, dude, I have no idea what he's going to be.
Okay, I think his intro. Oh man.
It's the intro whereby he's like, I forgot his name, and he was like, he's in a forest, and he collapses, and he's crying, and there's a voiceover talking about him being a man who had everything, and he had money, he had wealth, he had
Yeah,
everything in life, and then he collapses. Well, apparently, what Relevant magazine says is that he freaked out. So to
Yeah,
speak.
he freaks out because he's like, what am I living for? He doesn't actually use those words, but he might as well have used them.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
amount of cheese factor on it, he might as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, he freaks out and he collapses, and then mysteriously finds a Bible in the ground.
In the ground as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but they say the Lord works in mysterious ways. See what I did there?
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah. No? Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, folks. You'll be getting a lot of this today.
Hey, I thought that went pretty well.
Yeah, that was a good one, actually. Anyway, but yeah, so the Bible just came out of nowhere. He reads, well, apparently he reads the Bible. We don't see him reading the Bible. He just finds it.
We say with benefit of the doubt because he's a Christian.
Yeah,
so,
okay, yeah, he is a Christian. Oh, well, now he is.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So at that point, he could still have been okay. I see.
Yeah. According to the voiceover, it says that I think he read it, and then he dedicated to life to God and serving God.
And he said he will fight evil in the name of God.
Oh yes, that's right. So yeah, that was the introduction. And when I watched like the intro, what was the first thing that came up to your mind when you watched that intro? Like, what were you gonna expect from that?
Oh man. Okay, so while I was watching the intro, I was thinking, billionaire playboy who's lost his way, Tony Stark. Man freaking out in the forest or the woods or whatever. What was he doing in the woods? That's what I want to know.
You tell me, dude. You tell me. Well, I guess.
But I guess they're saying that his life was
Lost.
lost all meaning and stuff like that. So maybe he just went crazy and walked off into the forest. Hey, we don't know how you. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I guess.
Anyway, either way, that's what he did. He walked off into the forest.
Oh, could we say he was in the wilderness like Moses' star?
Maybe I'm just hating, but I honestly don't think any of the script writers were that smart. I could be wrong. I'm not saying that they're dumb people, just they're not great script writers. But it's okay.
Yeah, go on.
When I watched it, before I started watching it, I already had really low expectations.
Yeah.
And as I was watching it, my expectations were met. But then halfway through the half that I watched, I started trying to think, okay, but who is this actually? Who is the target audience for the show? And it's clearly not me.
Yeah, definitely not us. Definitely not us. But like, if you go like, well, you didn't get to watch the end. It's like, you know that whole 90s thing whereby if you watch G.I. Joe or Sonic the Hedgehog, even though there was crazy stuff happening at the end, they always had a moral thing at the end.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. This is basically for kids. So it's definitely not for us adults.
Tongue in cheek.
Yeah. So from watching it, I guess it's like for families and kids. Definitely not for teens.
No. Did you see some of those sweet 90s dance moves in the background?
Oh, dude, you know I had flashbacks. Dude, I had flashbacks of youth group.
And there was one point where, okay, I'm jumping forward ahead in the episode. Okay, just remind me about the breakdancer. Continue.
What? There's a breakdancer? What did you see?
In the background. So, you know, in Bibleman, after he gets called up to talk to the little girl.
Yeah.
While he's talking to her, I couldn't help but notice in the background there was a kid who was doing like pop locking and like moonwalking and stuff.
No way! I need to watch this.
Yeah, man, it's hilarious. But anyway, sorry.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, yes.
I lost track.
Don't worry. I don't worry. I wrote notes down so we could always come back. Don't worry.
Right, yes. Let's listen to the notes.
Yeah. So you were saying there was a pop locking kid in the background, which is
Yeah, it was. I was just like, yeah, this kid is really trying to get on camera. You could only see from like his stomach down, but I saw the footwork and stuff. I was like, I see you, kid. I see you. I don't know if anybody else did, but I see you, kid.
now I think I'm gonna watch it again. I'm gonna see that part again. But anyway, after the intro, we get into like seeing who Bibleman. Well, not seeing who Bibleman is, but well, you could see who he is.
Have we established that? Is that the first ever episode of Bibleman?
To be honest, I don't think that's the first episode.
Okay.
Because, well, why I say it's not the first episode is, to be honest, I don't even. Is it the first episode? No, I don't think so, because the guy because there are two Bible men.
Yeah.
So there's the one that we watched, and then there's another Bible man, but I can't remember.
Yeah, someone else takes over.
Yes. So I can't remember who came first, because his costume, the episode that we watched, is different to the picture that's on Relevant magazine.
Yeah. This guy definitely came first. His name was Miles Peterson.
Miles Peterson. Yeah. That's it.
He was definitely the first.
Yeah. So definitely. Yeah. So yeah, this is the first Bible man. As you can tell, how bad the costume was. Speaking of costume, what did you think of his armor?
Well, it was clearly bought on the cheap.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Cause like I saw some of the pictures and stuff, and I was just like, oh Lord, this is gonna hurt in so many ways.
Yeah.
But then when I actually seeing him in motion and walking around, I was like, oh, you can tell it's cheap. But it's not cheap enough for even kids to tell, if that makes sense.
Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah.
It's still, look, we don't actually know what the budget was for this. So, I'm guessing it was super low.
Yeah, but I guess they did the best with whatever the budget was, they did their best.
Yeah.
Basically.
At least we like to believe they did their best, whatever they had.
How about the part where they were talking about the belt of truth, breastplate of righteousness, and what was the other one? The shoes of peace or something like that?
Where was that? Was that when they were dancing? Was that the song they were dancing to?
No, when he was transforming into Bibleman.
How did I miss that?
Do you know when Coates like when he found out about the girl when he went to investigate about before he went to visit the girl.
When Coates was arguing with Eunice.
I think it was just after that.
I think I must have zoned out. But I was eating at the time and I was really hungry, so I think I just.
Okay.
I'll have to watch it again.
Yeah. So anyway, he does the whole breastplate of the full armor of God thing.
Yeah.
But what I don't remember them talking about he doesn't have a shield, so we can't say the shield of faith.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have the helmet of salvation as well. So.
Though he does have a helmet.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think I just spaced out like you did.
Yeah.
But I don't remember.
What am I doing to myself?
Yeah, but I don't remember him talking about that. So
right.
He does the whole transformation thing and anyway, so we're going too forward, yeah. So the story basically is about a girl who's been basically.
Oh wait! Before you say the story, you have to explain who makes the girl the way she is. That happens first, doesn't it?
Oh yes. Yes. Yeah, so basically the girl, right? She finds a box.
Yeah.
And then this box had been planted by the Shadow of Doubt.
Yeah. You have to talk about his intro.
Dude. Okay, we'll get to that.
Technically, we meet him first before we meet what's his face.
Oh yes, we
Bibleman.
do. Yeah. Okay, so let me just talk about the girl, then we get into Shadow. That. So she finds this box, and then she opens it, and then all of a sudden she feels low, and she feels like nothing's going right in her life. She tries, no. At the same time, her parents are fighting, and she's been praying about it, but it seems like nothing is happening.
Yeah.
And then obviously before that we have this intro. This dude, I think this is one of. Do you remember when I was talking to you about Bibleman, whereby it's like I'll watch it and it's like so bad, but I end up chuckling and actually
Yeah.
because of this. And this is the
Unintentionally, of course.
yeah, of course, and this is the guy I was talking to you about. So
Yeah.
what did you think of his entrance, the villain entrance?
I was just like, because of the random green, luminous green, glow in the dark ooze spilling out the bricks on the wall.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because I was actually watching it and thinking, you know what? This in the 90s is a little creepy.
It is. Yeah, it was.
Like,
it was.
it wasn't scary, but it was just like, oh, that's not child friendly.
Yeah, that's true. But,
yeah, but it was scary enough to scare a kid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it.
And slightly unsettling enough for adults to be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it went a bit dark then. A bit. Yeah.
Which I don't mind, which, it's cool. I mean, as a kid, I used to, like, watch Tales from the Crypt Keeper.
Serious?
There was an adult series, which was obviously scarier, but
yeah.
there was a cartoon version of it.
Oh, right. I thought you watched Demon Knight. I was like, bruh. I watched 5 minutes of that. I was like, nope.
Demon Knight? Oh, no, but I do now. I'm definitely going to look for it now. But yes, sorry.
Yeah, anyway, yeah. It's got Bruce Willis in it. I think.
Huh.
As far as I remember, yeah. I remember watching 5 minutes and I was like, yeah, nope.
All the nopes.
Yeah. So, but anyway, you're talking to a guy who watched Thriller and was freaked out for weeks. So.
Hey, don't knock it, man. Thriller scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. Like, and not even the music video. That's the worst thing. The song.
Dude, no, for me, do you know what creeped me out? It's the beginning, where he's like with his girlfriend in the forest. Bruh, that transformation, mate.
Yeah, no, dude, but the video, I was creeped out by the song. I remember vividly, like, it was during the school holidays. This was back in Zimbabwe.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
During school holidays, obviously everyone's at work. The maid was around. No, I didn't have a maid because we were rich. It's just a thing that happens in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, it's quite popular, actually. So yeah.
And so she went. She had gone to Bob. So I was just watching my cartoons. No, I don't know what happened, man. But the radio was on, and there's literally no word of a lie. As soon as Thriller came on the radio, the sky went overcast, and the song started playing. But I was like 7 years old, so for whatever reason, I didn't just think to myself, "What? Just switch off the radio." I just kind of cowered behind the sofa as the song played.
Wow.
And then, it's like you hear the door slam.
Boom. Yeah.
And when he did that, like a door slammed in the house. And I was just like, I was literally paralyzed with fear until the song stopped. Sun came back out. I was like, what the actual hell?
Dude, serious.
Dude, I was traumatized, man.
Dude, do you know what? Like, for me, right? I think it was because I was hit by the element of surprise. Because there was a videotape at our house. Yeah. A random videotape.
I don't know what that is.
Don't worry. But this one, it was labeled. So, it was safe.
Okay.
So this one, it was written Bob Marley live. So
someone set you up, bro.
dude. So do you know what the thing is? It was Bob Marley live, but if you fast forward it, right, all of a sudden, this music video starts. So it is like the moon. All of a sudden. Do you know how... dude, now we're giving away our age. Do you know VHS tapes, right?
Yes.
Do you know how
well.
they?
There's many fond memories.
Yeah. Do you know how if you record? No, if something's recorded over something, there's that whole static before
Yeah.
that stuff that was there before. So that's what happened. There was static and all that, and then there was the moon. And then you'll be like, wait, what's this? Probably it's a Bob Marley video and stuff. So you're busy watching it, and then you see, yeah, exactly. You see, like, oh snap, it's Michael Jackson is with his girl. Oh, they're in the middle of nowhere and all that kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden, you see this dude transform into a werewolf. I was just like, no, nah, no.
Oh my God, no! I wasn't ready. Pineapples.
Not pineapples. Like no, dude, that, and then the music video. Do you know the part of the music video that would not stop for me, like in my mind, was when the zombies were coming out of the graves.
Oh, mate.
And you hear the bass boom 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 boom. Dude, that bass line was in my head all night, bruh. I could not close my eyes. But anyway, back to the ooze. Yeah.
Back to the ooze, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Not to be confused with the ooze from Terminator. Wow, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Not that ooze, no. Which reminds me, I need to.
Ooze in Terminator.
Actually, I need to watch. Now I was like saying, I need to watch that again. I think. Teenage Mutant Ninja.
We should definitely do an episode of that.
Yeah. Anyways, go. The ooze in Bibleman. Yes.
So the ooze is dripping out of the wall.
Yeah.
And then slowly but surely you see a brick being pushed out as well. Meanwhile, upstairs, the church are having a preview of a talent show.
It was an outreach.
Outreach, yes.
Yeah.
The church outreach. For those who don't know what that is, it's when us church people go outside and we try and convert you.
Yeah, well, basically that's what it is.
More than that, but yeah, for purpose of timekeeping.
Yeah.
So they had a presentation for the outreach event that was meant to be happening at some point.
Yeah.
Which was kids dancing to a song called "Armor of God." I actually want to look up that song and see if that was like a plug.
Oh, like there's some artist who's like, or somebody from that church probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because do you know that the guy who acts as Bibleman wrote and directed it?
Yeah, yes, I knew that.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes. I did my research too,
All right, fine.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So the brick gets pushed out, and you see this guy, bald-headed guy,
Yeah.
You see him poke his face out of you can see his face in the brick, and he has this really funny maniacal laugh.
Yeah.
I can't remember. What does he say when he pokes his face out?
I forgot. I completely forgot. But it was something.
Something.
Yeah.
The shadow of doubt.
Yeah.
And then he laughs. And then we're introduced to his henchman.
Yes. I forgot the name of the henchman though.
The henchman's name is Ludacris.
Yeah, Ludacris. Yeah.
And every time he came on screen, I was going, Luda?
Luda.
But I couldn't help it.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then we break the fourth wall at that point.
Yes. I think for me that was probably one of the funniest moments in the whole, because I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting the dude just to push the wall out of the way. It was just like, dude, you could have, these are props. You could have just walked around.
Those are real bricks. And the way he talks is like this deadpan kind of, excuse me, Mr. Shadow, but this is just a stage prop. You could have just moved it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
that made me chuckle out loud.
I did it. Yes. Yeah, now it got you. Now you're emotionally invested now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so we get introduced to the guy. We see what he's all about. What do you think of Shadow of Doubt as a character, though?
Shadow of the Doubt was lame, but not as lame as anyone else in the movie, in the the show.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I thought he was pretty cool, pretty solid, standard kids kind of villain.
Oh, right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. It was.
Just evil enough to make kids not like him, but funny enough to have kids laugh at him.
Ah, right. So he's like a pantomime villain sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I found the same thing. It was like I think he was probably the best part of the. I feel like he actually tried, like he actually bought. He gave this Shadow of Doubt life.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's like what a lot of people, a lot of actors and stuff have said that when they get to play a villain, it's a lot more liberating than when they play a hero. Because as a villain, you kind of get to be a bit of an idiot.
Oh, that's true. True.
Or you can be extreme as you want to be, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, and there's like no holds bars basically. Like
yeah.
You don't have to portray yourself in a certain way, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Yeah, because like even like with the Bibleman and / Miles Peterson, it's like, how can I put it? I guess he was well, the thing is, like, obviously we don't know Shadow of Doubt's alter ego, but it was like he was just the same. He was, when he was Bibleman, he was just the same kind of person in a mask, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to say like to portray, like, knowing the difference between Miles Patterson and.
Yeah, basically, if anyone knows Miles Patterson outside of the mask, they would know. They'll be like immediately like, "Mate, are you Bibleman?"
That is so true. Do you know?
And you were like, no. I was like, no. You sound exactly like Bibleman. You're about the same height. Can we comment on how short Bibleman is?
Bruh,
I have nothing against short people because I am one myself. But it says there was literally no one he was taller than in the whole thing. It's just like, and the only short superhero that I know of that can get away with it is Wolverine.
That's true.
Wolverine is a badass. You're not gonna argue or, you're not gonna step up to Wolverine and say anything about who he is, kind of thing.
That is so true. So so that's it. There was like even like if he was like talking to, he didn't even bother disguising his voice or having a different like a different demeanor to himself. Like, obviously Batman changes his voice. Superman changes his hair. Yeah, exactly. Superman changes his hairstyle and wears glasses.
Yeah.
Well, except for Captain America. Well, Captain America's got a mask, I guess. So. Yeah. And well, I haven't seen Captain America with his normal clothes that much, I guess. I don't know, but
not in the movies as much.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not happy unless he's in a war, as Ultron said.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm sure by episode 5, I'm sure people will be like,
Well, at least they should be like that. Like, they should be like, hang on, mate.
Dude,
wow.
I know this is gonna sound so wrong, but didn't you notice, like, oh, you didn't watch the end. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna fast forward a bit, and then like in the end, obviously he solves the problem, right? About the girl.
So basically, we should probably say that the Shadow of Doubt fills people with doubt. And so she has doubts that,
just in case,
that God is listening to her prayer.
Yes.
Or that she's important enough for God to listen.
Yes, exactly. And just in case people didn't realize that, thank you for clarifying. Just in case somebody out there.
No worries.
So probably somebody's like, oh my gosh, I need to know what happened.
Because, Shadow of a Doubt, it could mean anything. No,
yes.
It really couldn't.
Yeah, so apparently they found out that what Shadow of a Doubt, what was in that box, it was something whereby it accelerates your emotions.
Okay.
So your emotions get in the way.
your emotions get okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of clever.
Yeah, exactly. So your
I
emotion.
have to give them that.
Yeah, so your emotions get in the way, so that it will lead to doubt, because you start thinking that you be listening to your emotions. So obviously you start to panic, or you start to be impatient, sort of thing, which will lead to doubt, thinking that God is not handling your issues.
Right.
So that's what they ended up finding out, that what was in this box.
Okay.
Well, so where was it going? Okay, yeah. So near the end, whereby he's now delivering this news to this girl,
Yeah.
to tell her that yo chick, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
It was really, because it was another outreach. It
All right.
was another
As you
outreach.
do. Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, like, the outreach was happening, and then whilst the outreach was happening, I think it's a plug, because that same song was playing again.
Okay.
So that same song was playing again, but this was the back of the church,
Oh, yeah.
and this girl was sitting alone, and there were like a group of girls behind,
Uh-huh.
and then he comes and he sits next to the girl.
As Bibleman or
Yeah, of
as
course, as Bible
Miles?
man,
Miles.
as Bible man. So I
Okay.
thought, wait, hang on a second. I thought Bible man is like meant to be a superhero, and these girls were just like chilling, like yo.
Like, oh, hey, Bibleman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like yo, what's up?
maybe he's
So they were-
maybe he's a street level hero. Like Daredevil. No, there's no excuse because people would freak out if Daredevil was there. But anyway.
No, I
continue.
mean, so he was just chilling. I mean, they were just chilling, like what Will Smith is chilling now, maxing, relaxing, you know.
While shooting some people out. Let's hope a couple of guys that are up to no good show up.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
What?
Totally off topic, but slightly on topic.
Yeah.
There's the whole Drake Meek Mill thing is hilarious. Someone did a mashup of the of the intro to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but with clips from different Meek Mill videos.
Oh, jeez,
and
no.
Drake, oh man, the
Okay.
internet has no chill. But anyway.
Yeah.
back
Anyway.
to the
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah. Let me know. But anyway, anybody who's been keeping up with the Meek Mill Drake beef, yeah, check it out. It's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
It's very.
The worst thing is they're both pretty whack.
Yeah, exactly.
Or rather, no, let me not say they're both whack. I'm not a fan of either of them.
Well, yeah, that's a nicer way to put it, I guess.
But Drake, wow, Drake. And I think what makes it so much worse is that Meek Mill has had no response, and Drake has just been killing him.
Oh, come on,
Recently he
come on.
Last night he performed at something called Oval Fest. I guess it's the festival.
Yeah.
So Drake performed, and he had a PowerPoint presentation on the big screen behind him of every single meme that came
Wow.
out about Meek Mill. I was like,
Wow.
man,
That is. Well,
No
I guess he hasn't responded yet, because he's on his girl's tour.
No, he released a diss track. You know? We'll talk about it afterwards.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it. But anyway,
Yeah.
back to Bible Man. So yeah, so they were just basically chilling, and that's it. So he ended up delivering the news to this girl, and he let her know that, okay, this is what we found out. I think they ended up giving the girl like some advice that, sometimes your emotions get in the way, but you gotta keep trusting in God, so on and so
Yeah.
forth. So there is a moral behind it.
Yeah.
And it was, yeah, all in all, it was pretty cool. You know what, to be honest, I actually learned something from this, which was
Okay.
which was also
Nice.
good.
This is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
Did you learn that you never want to watch another Christian-produced superhero show? Is that what you learned?
Do you know what the thing is? And this is, I guess, in the broad sense, I guess probably when we're talking about Christian music as well, when we get to that, is that
Yeah.
we have the right ideas, but it's the execution that of these ideas that's where we kind of like a bit. Well, I can say Bibleman is pretty well. It's been going on since '96, So,
Wow. And
so
that's no mean feat.
no, that isn't. So, I guess the series has stopped, but I mean, he's probably selling DVDs and doing live shows and so on and so forth. So, which
Yeah.
is pretty good on its own, but I would, if there's a Christian out there and it says like, I want to do a reboot of Bibleman,
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, let's see what you got.
Look, you can't make it any worse.
That's so true. That is so
Yeah.
true. That is so true. And it's like it's a natural progression, as remember how Christian hip hop used to be? So,
Yeah.
and if you
Yeah.
listen to it now, it's like a natural progression. And I guess if people get there, well, I can't say, well, I've watched a few Christian movies, and I can see we're heading that way. But when it comes
Yeah.
to superhero movies, yes, then yes, I would watch it, and obviously I'll be very skeptic at first, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah. And you, what did you think overall of the half episode that you watched?
Okay, so what I did was, as I was watching it, or after I watched it rather, I just kind of looked up. I was just trying to see what other live action kids shows were out at the time.
Yeah.
And I think one of the main ones was Power Rangers. I
Mm.
can't remember if it was Mighty Morphin or not.
Yeah.
I'll look it up later.
Yeah.
No, I won't. But and I was thinking initially I was going to compare, but then I stopped short of comparing because I was thinking, well, ultimately this looks like Bibleman looks like it was made on a literal shoestring budget.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
the,
Yeah.
the church that was in there that was used as the scene. Wow.
Yeah.
Because everything was probably shot in one location, which was probably the church that everybody that's in the show goes to.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. That's it. That's
You
it.
know what I mean?
Mm.
So for what they did, and at the time with what they had, I can't really knock it. If I'm honest, I don't think I could do anything better right now with the technology that I have available to me. I don't believe I could, but I think it's something that, because whenever I watch stuff like that, I always think of how my nephews would receive it, because
Right.
they're
Right.
8 and 5 respectively.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know they wouldn't sit through Bibleman. They would get really bored. But they'll probably sit through Power Rangers.
Yes. Yes.
But having said that, if I was to make them, if I was to just like, guys, just pay attention, see what you can pick up from it. The one thing that I really liked about it was when Bibleman was talking to the girl, and he was just saying, well, in Romans, yada yada, chapter what, verse whatever, it says A, B, C, D, and he broke it down, and it seemed very natural. And I was just like, oh yeah, that's cool. And it actually had me thinking, yeah, I'm gonna watch it again to take down those
Like
Bible
verses. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So there were some things that they got right.
Yeah.
There was a whole lot that they got wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think, because for the weakest actor, I think in that was Bibleman himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
That's
ironic.
How about the pastor? The pastor seemed a bit deadpan though. Well, he didn't have to
He
say
did,
much.
but I think he's an actual pastor. So,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, like on IMDb, because he's Pastor Rex, and on IMDb his name is Rex something. So I
Right.
think he may
Okay.
actually be a pastor,
Right.
but he's a secondary character.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Low budget and stuff like that, you can have secondary characters not being great,
Oh,
and
that's
especially
true.
if that's the pilot episode.
That's true.
But Bibleman needs to be, the man,
That's true. That's true. Because like
in
technically,
my opinion.
yeah, because like to me, I felt like he was outstaged by the guy who was like the villain.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I'm not talking about the
Oh, good lord, excuse me.
sorry. Now I was thinking not like the Joker Heath Ledger Joker versus Christian Bale sort of thing. I mean, it was like, even with Christian Bale, at least he bought his own, obviously.
Yeah.
But for this, like, the guy who acted as Shadow of Doubt, I mean, he was like the best guy there. Even the guy who was what you call it, the henchman. What's the name?
Ludacris. Ludacris was hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. So them dudes were awesome together, and well, as a pair. And you could even see I think these two guys, I think Ludacris and Shadow of the, I think these guys are probably like theater actors, or I think probably they do this as a profession or something, because they did not seem like amateur actors to me.
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, probably somebody.
Oh my days, Coates was terrible as well.
Who?
The one black guy in the whole show. Like,
oh yeah, Coates. Oh yeah, I forgot about Coates. oh man, yeah, Coates was. Even the girl was voicing Eunice as well. Oh jeez.
Yeah, that was just.
it was yeah. But anyway, that's. I think we've talked enough about Bibleman, man. but anyway, so moving on. So like, okay, we've spoken about like Bibleman and stuff, right? So would you introduce Bibleman to like friends and like, as you said you would you show it to your nephews though? That's what I'm saying. Like, or
this is gonna sound so messed up, but I think I'll show it to my nephews and get their opinion, so that I know if I ever tackle something, what not to do.
Oh, I get it.
I'd love to see what they take from it, what they enjoy about it, and what they don't enjoy about it. So
yeah. Yeah, that is awesome, because like for me, for a kid's thing, because like as I was watching it, I was thinking, would I play this to the Sunday school, or would they think that this is too corny or too cheesy?
I think it might work with 5 and under.
Right.
Though it's clearly not aimed at 5 and under.
Yeah. Okay. No, okay. All right. That's all. And how about people our age?
People our age. I'll show it to my Christian buddies.
Why? To laugh at it.
Well, no, I wouldn't. Yeah. Mostly to laugh at.
Yeah.
I would, but I don't think I'd show them for the purposes that they were meant to be shown.
Oh, okay. But would you show it to people who are not Christians?
Nope. No chance.
Why?
Would you?
Okay, no.
Well, there you go. For the same reason that you wouldn't do. Okay, again, it would have to be contextual. Like, no. I was thinking maybe I'd show it, like, if I was trying to run to create my own show and stuff like that, and show it to a producer or a director or something who's not a Christian, but is really good at what they do, just to show them what I'm trying to avoid, maybe. But I don't want to bring that kind of attention to Christianity. Why would I do that?
Oh man, yeah. You wouldn't show. I as I said, I don't think I would show it to my buddies who are not Christians. Mainly because I have this thing whereby, even though people don't understand the message, they can still see how bad it is. They can still,
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not like it's so bad it's good kind of thing. It hasn't gone that, like watching a Van Damme movie. You know that movie's dead. But the thing is, like, I wouldn't show them, not because of the message. Who knows? Probably I might show them and they might like it. I don't know. But the fact that I myself know that this is not a good thing.
No. Well, let's put it this way. There's a lot of atheist reviews on YouTube about this show. There's one, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a YouTube site set up to basically explain and poke holes in Christianity.
Oh,
in the
right,
Bible
of course,
and
yeah.
stuff. And I know they did an episode on it. There's another one where actually I saw three atheist pages looking at it from different angles, but
Right.
all with the main purpose of ripping into Christianity.
Ah, of course.
So,
Huh.
yeah.
That's very
And, you know, we
interesting.
do that. There's enough of that to go around. So, no, yeah, definitely wouldn't show any non-Christians.
Ah, okay, that's good. So what makes okay, so we're looking at from Bibleman's perspective, not the other 9 superheroes that we encounter. We're just looking from Bibleman's perspective. Why do you think he does like? How come he does like? Obviously, in a Christian circle, he's awesome. But how come? Why is it hard for him to translate outside our circles? Like the mainstream superheroes. You know, we like them, but how come it's never the other way around, sort of thing?
I think. For me, I think it's the lack of relatability. Because with all superheroes, there's something you can relate to.
Ah, right.
If you look at, I'll use Spider-Man as a perfect example because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. Like before I started reading comic books, Spider-Man was one of my favorite superheroes.
Awesome.
The reason that I loved him was because I could relate to him because I always used to be the kind of person who would bend over backwards to help people, even if it meant hurting myself.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I'm such a tortured soul. But so I resonated with that.
Okay.
Because Spider-Man would save New York countless times, but then J. Jonah Jameson would bash him in the bugle, and a lot of people bought into that as well. But we as the readers understood that he's a genuinely good guy, and he's just trying to help people.
Ah, right,
and probably
right.
helps people a lot more than they realize or appreciate. But not only do they not realize it or appreciate it, they actually turn around and spit in his face about it.
Right.
So that's what made it relatable to me. Bibleman, it's slightly relatable to me because I read the Bible and I believe
Of course.
Jesus Christ. You know, I am a Christian. But and I suppose to a certain degree, some people might be able to resonate with him because, you know, there are maybe some people who have got everything in the world but still feel empty and are at that breaking point. So he is a relatable character, but he's not portrayed in an interesting, captivating way.
Right.
Yeah.
So like because the sense that because like with him, you don't see any. Well, from the episode that I watched, and there's another half episode that I watched after, is that you don't see anything, as you said, anything relatable to him or any weaknesses that he has,
Right.
or anything that, as in anything that I could say like, oh snap, I'm going through the same thing. Well, I guess in a way, as in probably within the Christian circle, I guess, but if it's like somebody outside of that was to watch it, they'll be like,
what the hell? Oh, wait, hang on. We completely forgot to talk about the fight scene between him and Shadow of a Doubt.
Oh, you watched the first one, didn't you?
No, the first fight scene, yeah. When he unleashes his lightsaber of justice. I don't know what it's called, but it's a lightsaber.
Yeah.
And I was just like, how did he not get sued? But then I realized it's probably not that popular. But when I saw the lightsaber, I was like, wow. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But the thing that I liked about that fight scene, because that's when So Bibleman encounters the doubt boxes. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah.
For the first time, and you see the doubt cloud swirling around his head, trying to accelerate his emotions, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But when he's fighting, what's his name, Shadow of a Doubt.
Yeah.
Every time he gets attacked by the cloud, he has a scripture to combat that, and I was just like, okay, that's pretty cool.
All right, yeah, that's true.
That was the fight in itself. That was the fight. The choreography wasn't anything mind-blowing, but it was enough to keep a child captivated.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess they had to probably slow it down for the fact that he's saying scripture as he's doing what he's doing. So I guess in a way, yeah, he's it needed to be that way, I guess. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to think. I guess, yeah, because, like, if you think about, like, X-Men, right?
Yeah.
You know, those guys were relatable because, well, first of all, these guys are misfits. They don't belong to society.
Yeah.
The other thing is that they've got these superpowers. Well, they're mutants, basically. and not just the good guys and the bad guys. So they were either born that way, and they have these kind of things. And I remember like watching the X-Men cartoon series. And I remember watching Rogue's story, whereby, you know, her first kiss, she almost kills her boyfriend.
Okay.
Not saying some. Yeah, her first kiss, she almost kills her boyfriend, and not saying that that's the relatable part of it.
I hope not. I'm hoping there's no girls that are kissing boys and almost killing them.
I think they're doing it wrong, mate.
Yes, it's just like if you're covering his mouth and his nose, you're doing it wrong.
No, but I mean the fact that Rogue can never touch anybody again.
Yeah.
Because obviously she absorbs their life energy basically, and if it's a mutant, she has their powers temporarily, sort of like.
Yeah.
So the fact that she cannot go into a relationship, she cannot, she cannot touch anybody, and I'm sure there's people out there who kind of feel that kind of sort of loneliness.
Yeah.
So isolation. That's it. So
well, even the whole X-Men, because a part of the inspiration for X-Men, especially Magneto and Professor X, was Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Just the strife and the struggle that that Black people were going through in America at that time.
Oh wow.
So it's the struggle of the X-Men versus society, and especially in the early iterations of it, like perfectly mirrors what Black people were going through that time, because they were being segregated, they were being looked down upon for something that they were born with.
Right. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
You're born Black. You can't change that.
That's true.
But just because you look different or act different or have a different culture doesn't make you subhuman.
That's true. That is so true.
Yeah. So that's why, and so the X-Men, even though that was the main, the whole race thing was one of the main motivations. It's still, like you said, it resonates for the misfits, like skater kids before didn't know where they fit in. Comic book geeks didn't know where they fit in.
That's true.
Nowadays you get kids who are being cyberbullied because they don't fit in and all that kind of stuff.
That is so true. Yeah, no, that's definitely it. I can't think of any superhero that, besides all, I guess the guys having these like superpowers are kind of like metaphors of, superpowers are like metaphors of real life insecurities, basically.
And being different and being different, not being bad, but using the differences and your uniqueness to help others, to the betterment of other people.
And
the other people who were different as well.
Yeah, exactly. And how Professor X like saw these as gifts rather than curses, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So and obviously, and the other thing is that Magneto, even though he believes what he's doing is right, even though he wants to wipe out humanity, but the thing is, like, you cannot blame him for doing that because of what happened to him in his childhood.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
just give us a quick synopsis, just in case somebody's listening. Is like, what are these guys talking about? So Magneto, he's in, where was it? Was it Germany, Poland? Was it? I can't remember.
Germany.
Yeah,
Germany. Yeah, Germany.
So he was there at the time. Obviously, Hitler was at his peak, and I think, did his parents die in the concentration camps? I can't remember.
If the movie is to be believed, yes, they were taken into a concentration
Right.
camp, killed.
Yeah,
because he is Jewish, isn't he?
yeah, he's Jewish. So
Yeah.
so that sort of thing, whereby now he's very angry towards humans because of what happened to him in his past. And those are the things whereby, it's a relatable kind of anger. Well, obviously, I'm not gonna go around want to kill every human, but
No.
there is a point in your life.
Well, yeah, it's
Where-
true. I mean, again, because that's so he was the Malcolm X. So he was
yeah.
by any means necessary.
Exactly.
Whereas Professor X was more MLK in terms of non-violence.
Yeah, let's more like work together and make this place make the earth a better place to live in, sort of thing. So I mean, I guess in that way. So if okay, for example, if you were to do like a superhero comic, I think we touched this before, but like if you were gonna do like a superhero character or a Christian one, like, what would it be about, and what would he be doing, and so on and so forth?
Me. Okay.
Yeah.
I put me on the spot there.
Ah, sorry, dude.
I think I can only speak from stuff that I've witnessed, in my Christian life and the stuff that I've had to deal with.
Would you make him? Would you make him a superhero though, or would you just be about your life experiences?
Well, I actually would make him a superhero. I just, first of all, I'll try and come out with something unique about his powers, like his source of his power. Well, I think his source of his power would be different to the source of his will.
Right.
So, like, for example, if my character had Spider-Man's powers, for example, those would be unrelated to what he does, but unrelated to the source of who he is as a person, as a character. And I'm just trying to make him real, man, because as Christians, and I think a lot of Christian media for a very long time, and Christians have been, the reason why we're looked at as hypocrites is because a lot of us aren't real. Outside of Christian circles, even inside Christian circles, man. Because, like, I know I'm not perfect. I know there's this stuff that I deal with on a daily basis that everybody deals with, whether you're Christian, whether you're Muslim, whether you're atheist.
Yeah.
For example, currently trying to, newly married, trying to figure out marriage life and keeping my wife happy and keeping a good household and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's something that everyone who gets married goes through.
Of course.
So, and I'm not the perfect husband. I know my wife loves me, but I also know that I can annoy her to no end because there's stuff that I should do that I don't do.
Yeah.
Stuff that I shouldn't do that I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was just trying to be real. Like, I'll probably give him like a real issue. Like, make him or her lazy, or or make him or her have a potty mouth.
Oh, right.
Make him have issues with his anger. if he gets too angry and stuff like that. Because this is stuff that we all deal with, Christian and non-Christian alike. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is so.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess that's the whole secret behind it. Like, make him like an ordinary person, but yet, being able to overcome all these things.
Yeah, the one advantage that I've had in my life as a Christian is the fact that I've had Christ in my life, and I've never doubted that, regardless of what I've done in my life. I may not have been the best example of a Christian my entire life, but the one thing that's kept me going and kept me sane and kept me, even when I hit rock bottom, brought me back up, was the fact that I had Christ in my life.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you just reminded me, I was I subscribed to this I can't even remember where it's from. I think it's called like a church leaders website or something like that.
Okay.
So they had this no, it was like outreach something, I forgot. Anyway, but they asked people like about like Christians and Christian outreaches and stuff.
Yeah.
And one of the points that people talked about Christians is basically saying like how fake we are.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is that before I I started getting emails and stuff. Anyway, is that what they mean by that is that at times we pretend that we're not going through any problems.
Oh yeah.
At times we go to work smiling. We always have a smile on our faces, which I'm saying it's not wrong. Like if you're always smiling at work, I mean, you go do that. But the thing is like when for example, like if you get a phone call to say like somebody's passed away or something like that, and you're probably down for most of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, show that you are, that death has hit you, and then
or even angry. Because sometimes you're like, God, why would you do that? Like, why would you let something like this happen?
Exactly, you'll be a bit angry and all that, but what is important is when you come back the next day, and or how long your grieving process is, and then you come back and you're back to your normal self. And always, people will always, I mean, you never know. People might ask you like, yo, dude, so and so just passed away. How did you? I mean, and you're coming back to work and you're smiling. How do you do it? And then just tell them that I realize that they're not gone forever. We'll see each other again. And then you talk to them about Christ, and that's how it is. Because I guess we missed the point whereby it's not about covering our old selves.
Yeah.
It's more like what we do when we're faced with our old self. I guess what I mean, sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, the power of your testimony is in the transformation.
Exactly.
So I was like this, but because of Christ, I am now like this. Or I am like this now, but because of Christ, I'm getting better.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's basically, I think it's also how you deal with certain situations. Like, I mean, if you are basically like, if you feel like you're being bullied at work and stuff, and if you throw a tantrum, people will be like, you know what, he's just like us. This dude is just throwing a tantrum. But if you deal with it in a more mature kind of way that nobody else deals with that way, they'll be like, yo, hold up. What's up with this dude, And not to pretend whereby you're being hurt by the bullying, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like if you're being bullied at work and then you're going home and you're crying, but you come back and you're smiling. Man. But, just the way to show that, guys, I know you do bullying me, but, this is the reason why I am, not responding to the way to all of this. And if you continue, like for example, if they're bullying you, and then and then you offer them like whatever. If they ask you for money, you give them money. If they ask you for a cup of tea, you give them a cup. That's how you do it, and that's how they see that. Okay, this is definitely something different about this dude.
Yeah, that's so true. Because like in high school, because someone asked me if I was ever bullied in high school, and my genuine answer is I think so, but I was so confident in who I was because of Christ. It didn't really. I think people tried to bully me, but after a while, they're just like, it's not doing anything to me. Like it's just like if someone like dissed me about, if someone. If they came at me about like the shape of my head or I'm short or I'm fat or whatever, if it was a good joke, I would laugh with them.
Ah, right. And it was, and
sorry, go on.
no, I was gonna say, and it wasn't a laugh to mask the pain, sort of thing.
No, it wasn't. Yeah. Like I genuinely didn't know. Like there was one guy that everyone said was a bully, and I could see he was a bully, but I never felt like I was bullied by him, even though the people that he bullied were people I was with all the time. So I was like, well, clearly, if I'm with this guy all the time, and he says he's being bullied by this guy, was I just standing by, or was it? I was completely oblivious to it because I didn't care what he thought about me. So yeah.
Wow, that's awesome, dude. That is awesome. But anyway, that's our sermon for today.
Please leave your collection at the door. The pastor will send the place around so you can put your tithes.
Oh yes. Well, I'll leave my bank details.
Just leave your bank details, and we'll take care of everything else.
And then because I might be called Lance, but my second name is Pastor Offering.
Well, there you go. Pastor Offering.
Anyway, back to topic, dude. Before we wrap up, what was your earliest memory of watching or reading comic books or comic book heroes?
Okay, my earliest memory would be the 1966 Adam West Batman show.
Snap. Yeah, guys, just to let you know, he is under 40, so he watched it.
Yeah, let me just throw a disclaimer in there. In Zimbabwe, the stuff we used to watch was about 10 or 20 years behind America.
Yeah, it was.
Everything that was cancelled in the States, Zimbabwe bought. And so we grew up on American TV and stuff.
Yeah.
But as an 80s baby, I grew up on 70s shows. So yeah, but Adam West was obviously from the 60s. I don't know what happened. All I know is, thank God that happened when I was a kid, because I loved it.
Wow.
Absolutely loved it. In fact, I have a Hot Wheels version of the 1966 Batmobile.
Oh yes,
I out there.
Yeah, I saw that at yours. Yes.
Yes, I was very happy with that. But yeah, that was my first memory and one of my favorites, which is why I love Batman. And the 90s Spider-Man show.
Oh, that was awesome.
One.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, that was awesome series. Yeah. And how about comic book? What was the first comic book you bought?
The very first comic book I bought was I actually bought a graphic novel or a trade.
Okay.
I don't buy comic books, which is weird, I think. I don't know. But the first graphic novel / trade I bought was Spider-Man, Marvel Knights.
Okay.
I think it was Mark Miller who wrote it.
Right. Okay.
I actually can't remember. I'll have to get back to you on that. But yeah, it was the entire Spider-Man Marvel Knights collection, which was badass. But what actually got me into reading comics was the movie 300.
Oh, snap. Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me. Wow, yeah.
I watched 300, and I found, there was all the buzz about it being a graphic novel and stuff. So I thought, oh, cool, what's a graphic novel? Let me go buy 300 and see what's up. But I was broke. I didn't have enough money for 300, which is why I ended up buying Spider-Man.
Ah, right.
And I've been buying and reading comics ever since. Wow. But I still don't own 300.
Wow, that's awesome, dude. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, as for me, the thing is, like, superheroes, I think I'm caught between Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the early one.
How could I forget that? Yeah.
And Not the was it the 70s or the 60s Spider-Man? The cartoon.
Oh,
Not
yeah. Spider-Man.
no. The thing is like not.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was saying not that one. There's another
That
one.
one.
Remember with Iceman and Firestar?
Oh, what was that called? Was that Spider-Man and Friends or something
Yeah,
weird
and
like
his
that?
amazing friends or something. I can't remember.
Oh, wow. I was gonna have to Google that.
That was the first. I think that's the earliest. It was between those two.
Yeah,
Probably could be that one because TMNT. I remember it a bit, but I don't know. It's between those two. Superhero movie. Oh, I'm trying to think superhero movie though.
oh, movies. I didn't even talk about movies.
No, dude, we haven't even touched movies. The first movie I could say. Well, I guess if you count Power Rangers as, I guess Power Rangers, if you consider them
Yeah,
as superheroes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think because when you mentioned Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I never thought of them as superheroes. Weirdly enough, even though they're clearly mutants.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, they're mutant turtles, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, I never actually thought of them
Ah,
like that.
right. Yeah, well, yeah. So, wow, I'm still well, this is where I land when it comes to comic books, right?
Yeah.
The first comic that I've ever read
Oh dear.
was Archie,
Archie.
baby.
Yes, it was Archie. Of course it was Archie. I used to read Archie because my older sister loved Archie.
Dude, Archie was awesome. It was Archie, it was Peanuts. Well, those were more like comic strips, I guess, not comic book. But anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah,
We should really find a definition for all of that. But
yeah, I think so. Yeah, so yeah, I think Archie was my first one. Still need to find my first comic book. I think the thing is like I would love to buy myself a comic book, but the fact that now the movies have like flipped them around
Spider-Man
now.
and His Amazing Friends from 1981.
That's
That's the
the
show
one.
we're talking about.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
continue.
yeah, but
You're saying about the movies and stuff?
yeah, oh, no, I've gone past that. I was actually
I know you're saying
anyway.
the reason why you don't buy comics.
Oh no, no, I
Okay.
was saying like I would love to buy like comics, but like now that I've watched like the movies and the series now,
Yeah.
I'm thinking like actually do this for me and anybody who else wants to get into comic books.
Yeah.
Like I would want to go into comic books, but
Yeah.
well, I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I don't know where to start, yada yada.
Okay.
My problem is that because of like obviously if you hear if you've watched like Captain America and if you watched Iron Man and so
Yeah.
on and so forth, there's some detail that has been changed obviously to
Oh
make
yeah,
uh,
yeah,
to
definitely.
make them
Yeah.
more relevant.
Yeah.
Like Iron Man, it took place like when he was like uh what was it? When he was captured, it was during was it Vietnam War? Was it? I can't remember.
Oh man, yeah. You're asking a question there.
Yeah, so but it was like one of like wars from back in the
It
day.
wasn't in Afghanistan.
Yeah, exactly. So they made it Afghanistan because
Yeah.
obviously terrorists are a thing now. So
Yeah.
so it would make it relatable now. So for somebody who wants to start reading comic books,
Yeah.
should I go back to reading the comic Iron Man #1, or should I just start with the new? Because I know now they're doing like these new series of like Origins basically, but
Yeah.
yeah, but obviously they've changed and all that kind of stuff. So where do I start with these new Origin ones, or should I go back to the?
Okay, for me personally, personally, not that I have anything against the classics and stuff like that. They're classics for a reason. I didn't start reading. The oldest comic / graphic novel I read was from 1985, which is called Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And the only reason I bought that was because it was there. It was still early in my reading career,
Yeah.
quote unquote. But it was a brilliant story nonetheless. Still have it. But I personally, it depends on your taste in art and how far back you want to go. Because if you want to go far back, don't forget these comic books started like in the 1930s.
Yeah, of course,
so
of
you
course.
could go that far back if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But there's so much that has changed and switched over. If you want to read it kind of as a casual reader, my personal opinion, someone might disagree with me, but my personal opinion is to buy in trades, because the thing about trades is with certain trades is you have issue 1 to anything from issue 1 to 4 or issue 1 to 12.
Yeah.
You can buy it. You can buy an entire story arc in one go. It's cheaper that way.
Right. I get it.
Beginning and a definitive end.
That's right.
With some trades, but like when I started reading Marvel comics, what I initially started reading was the New Avengers.
Yeah.
And when I bought them in trades, each trade had 5 issues.
Okay.
But there were 10 trades.
Wow.
Yeah. So that worked out. Wow. That worked out to a lot of money. But it was still cheaper than buying individual issues.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
But that's only because I was invested in the storyline and I wanted to keep on going. Whereas you could go and buy the Marvel Knights one that I was talking about, which was about £10.
Right.
And that's the entire story arc from the beginning to the very end, to the definitive end.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So, because I'm not gonna lie, it's an investment. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, of course.
I missed a lot of rent payments just so I could buy a graphic novel.
Snap!
But if you, what I would recommend, if you want to start reading graphic novels but don't really want to invest that much in it, is try and find, because if you go to any local comic book store and specify that, they can point you in the right direction to look for standalone stories. And what a standalone story usually means is it's not connected to any other part of the universe.
Right. Okay.
So it's one and done. And my recommendation would be something like Kingdom Come, which is DC Comics.
Yeah.
It's a great story because you don't have to be super deep into DC lore to understand what's going on.
Right.
And it's a self-contained story.
Mm-hmm.
And what did I say for Marvel? For Marvel, if you want to read a really depressing Spider-Man story, try Spider-Man Reign.
Okay.
Not rain as in rainfall, but rain as in R-E.
Yeah.
I-E-N. Is that how you spell it? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
What else is good? Oh, man. Yeah, just all of those two.
Okay.
See how they feel about them.
Oh, right, okay. So the best way is to do it, so it's always, obviously, go for standalones. But because you told me this, is that, if you can go for the ones like Avengers, sort of then you can read, obviously, a lot of characters will be featured there. Then you just pick the one that you like and then follow their stories.
Definitely. Their exploits and stuff. What Marvel has done really well that DC hopefully now going to latch onto is everything that happens in any book you read is in continuity. So if the Avengers are taking on Doctor Doom, and in the Avengers you've got Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Captain America, then if you read any of those stories, if you read the Spider-Man story or Wolverine or Captain America on their own, they will make mention of the fact that they are fighting Doctor Doom or that they have fought Doctor Doom.
Right.
Or if Spider-Man is missing from that fight. When you read Spider-Man, you understand why he's missing from the fight.
Ah, right.
But you don't have to read Spider-Man to understand why he's missing from the fight.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Whereas DC, like, they lost the plot a while ago. But I haven't read DC in a long time.
Right,
how
okay.
annoyed I was by when they changed up everything.
Oh, yeah.
So they might be better now. And DC have just done this thing called Convergence.
Right?
Or the Divergence.
That's the movie, dude.
No. DC it's Divergence. But basically now they've kind of rebooted everything.
Oh, okay.
What I've come to understand, I could be wrong. You should Google it for yourself. So they've kind of rebooted everything and started again. And Marvel are doing or have done something called Battle World, where every single Marvel universe, so the Ultimate Marvel Universe, the Elseworlds Marvel, all that kind of stuff, it's all been smashed into one.
Oh, wow.
There's a battle going on, and at the end of the battle, all the universes, there'll be pieces from all the universes merged into one. So now you'll have 2 Wolverines, 3 Spider-Men, and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool, because the new Wolverine is a girl, which
Oh,
everyone went
yes,
up and
of
down about,
course.
because a
Oh.
lot of comic book nerds are douchebags. So there's her and there's Old Man Logan. Old Man Logan, that's a big standalone story.
Oh, that makes is that where like Thor's a girl as well and
Yeah. So Thor is now a girl. But it's Secret Wars, that's what it's called. Secret Wars is where you have girl Thor fighting man Thor and girl Captain America fighting man Captain America.
Wow.
And different Captain Americas and different Falcons and different Iron Men come from different universes to fight this all-out
battle.
balls to the wall kind of fight.
All right, that's awesome, dude. So from that, what can, like, if I'm a Christian and obviously I'm starting off as into, like, I want to read comic books, which ones should I run away from? That's
difficult. Now, I'm a Marvel advocate. Like, I love Marvel.
Yeah.
But I started off as a DC fan. But I'm generally a comic books fan.
Yeah.
If you want to stay out of all the nonsense and stuff that's going on with Marvel and DC, just go for some of the independent titles. That's what I would do. So go to like Image Comics or Top Cow. Is Top Cow still? Yeah, Top Cow. It's been a long time since I bought some. If I'm honest. So Image, Top Cow.
Which one's
Vertigo, which is owned by DC, but you know they're their own kind of thing.
Oh, which one is Hellboy?
Hellboy is Dark Horse.
Dark Horse, yeah.
Dark Horse do good comics as well.
Okay.
If you're interested, what I'm currently reading is Black Science, which is Image Comics rather, and Saga, which is another one.
I've seen the cover of Saga.
Oh man, Saga is nuts. Saga is cool.
Okay.
I've just read the first. Actually, I got the first graphic novel for both of those for my birthday recently. Read them both, loved them both. Now I need to raise money so I can keep reading it.
Oh yeah, because they've just released. Was it the second part or the third part? I can't remember of Saga. I can't remember.
Yes. Well, they just released it in trade. I'm not sure if it was released as comics or if it's strictly because that's the other thing. Sometimes when you read, they're released as graphic novels, but in volume form, like Walking Dead, for example. Walking Dead was really cool. It got kind of boring. I prefer the TV show, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome, dude. And on that note, dude, that's the end of my first podcast. Now I'm just joking. Our first podcast.
That means there's less pressure on me.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say ours, but I was just thinking, well, you're my guest, so yes.
I will be a recurring guest.
Oh, trust me, listeners. You're gonna hear a lot from this dude.
Yeah.
He's
Sorry
gonna.
if you find my voice annoying.
Yeah, Apparently, yeah, he's my only guest at the moment, so.
Yes, so I have to. Next, we'll be talking about politics. I'm joking. I have no idea what we're talking about here.
So yeah, so, dude, so if people wanna hit you up or wanna get in contact with you, how can they do that? Well, except for giving you your number, of course, but how else
Yeah,
can
my number is 07. I guess if you want to chat, you can holler at me on Twitter, which is Bo_Angel07. So it's BO_Angel07. My Instagram is Mr. B Silea, Sileya. Yeah, that's all I'm willing to give out. So you can hit me up on any one of those two.
Yeah?
I'll leave it at that.
All right, no worries, dude.
Yeah.
As for my blog, the Modern Acts blog, I was gonna say Modern Acts podcast, but it's Modern Acts blog. You can catch me on Instagram, on Facebook. That's Modern Acts blog, all one word, all lowercase. And also you can catch me on modernactsblog@gmail.com. If you got any questions, you can send them to me through there on any of those platforms I've just mentioned, and we'll catch you sometime. Don't know when, but just want to say a massive thank you to you, Bo, for helping me out and being on this podcast. And dude, I think I'm gonna sum up how I really want this to work, even though I've got no money. So
Yeah.
just to sum up everything, who contacted who? Like who called who? Who called who?
I called you. So if you guys want to pay my phone bill,
He's my guest, but he called me. That's how bad things are.
but if you guys enjoy the podcast and you want to contribute to the phone bill,
yeah, make sure you.
I'll give you my hit me up on Twitter and I'll give you my bank details, and then we can make this work. Let's support each other, guys.
Or just have unlimited minutes on your phone. Basically,
Okay, yeah. So if you want to pay for my unlimited minutes on my phone.
Yeah, exactly. Send them the money, and then you can have all the podcasts.
Yeah, and we'll shout you out on the show.
Oh yeah, especially that. We'll just say this call is sponsored by.
Oh, can I give a shout out? There's a band called Lion Song. They're really Lion Song, one word. They're really kind of alternatively, kind of everything.
Yes.
Bunch of white guys, but they're all my friends, and they're really good.
Oh yeah, I've heard one of their songs. They're pretty awesome. Lion Song, please guys.
Yeah, you can hit them up on their Bandcamp, which is Lion Song. And they have their own website, which is lionsong.com.
Yeah.
I think. If that doesn't work, then try .co.uk. But I'm sure it's .com.
Yeah, and yeah, definitely. Check those guys out. Hopefully in the future, I'll be featuring those guys on my podcast as well.
Yeah.
If it's one of them, that'll be fine. If it's all of them, that'll be great as well. And yeah, so that's it, dude. That's the end. We've done it.
No worries.
I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and probably me and Bo are gonna continue talking after this. But yeah.
No, you're not. I got a wife to go see.
Oh please. But anyway, so dude, I'm gonna stop recording now. So that's it. Thank you everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.